Yeah, she make it clap. Yeah, you know it's fat. Yeah, we throw 100 racks. She wanna come back, but she should know I ain't like that. Yeah, that bitch kinda bald. I told her to get back. No.
What is going on?
What is happening, guys? What is going on, and what will happen in the future? I don't know, but you're currently listening.
All I know right now is
And that you're listening to the Berg podcast.
Episode number 40.
Big 4-0.
If you guys have listened to us at any point or just joining, have been with us through it all.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for checking us out.
Yes,
if this is your first time, we have 39 other
30,
podcasts and card opening videos.
Yeah, card opening.
We have a gaming channel. We have a TikTok channel.
Yeah.
We have a Twitter. We have an Instagram.
We have all the common social medias.
Yes.
So go check them out. Like, subscribe, But we got these playoffs that we're getting into. That's first round is over.
Mm-hmm. But there's
we're on.
Sorry, just one quick thing.
One quick thing.
Hopefully by next pod we'll have a very specific thing that we're very excited about to tell you guys. Don't want to tell you too early.
That works, until it's fully. Yeah. But it's damn near fleshed out, so
yes.
it's looking good.
So, but we are very excited about it, and I hope you guys will be, excited when you see that we've posted something that's
branch out into different things, different types of media.
Our first version of this that we would do. Nervous, but
it's gotta be. I think it'll be fun though.
Keep an ear out and
good way to
everything to hopefully be first to see this update.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, Bess.
No, I was just saying. First round's over. A lot of. I could say a couple of good series and then a couple shockers for sure. Definitely in the Eastern Conference, definitely a couple shockers. But
do you just want to go in numerical?
Yeah. How do you have?
1,
okay.
2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
All right, let's start on the West.
Start on the West side.
With the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah.
Yeah, but some of the games were low key closer. But Cat, man, I don't know, man. Cat is a playoff choker, I want to say. He's a fraud potential. It's just sad to see because he's good and then he's just weak in the playoffs and he doesn't. It looks like he's about to say the Jared Allen quote, like the lights are too bright. I generally feel like that's how Cat plays in the playoffs. I know he had a couple bounce back game, but at that point it was too late. They're already down 3-1 or.
Yeah, I feel like I more heard about just how good Anthony Edwards was.
He did have a game where he was horribly inefficient though, but he did bounce back.
Yeah, game 5, 29 points, 7 assists, 8 boards. I feel like he had a bigger one than that.
No, he had a 40-point game.
Yeah,
there was a time where him and Jamal both dropped 40. I remember that. But no, he I want to say the first couple games he was. But I know there was a game where he was ass and shot really bad from the field in general. But then he bounced back and then played to his standards pretty well.
Game 1 for Ant was 18 points, 6 for 15.
Yeah.
But game 2 was the big one, 41 points.
Yeah, 40.
14 for 23, 6 for 10 from 3. Also got in there defensively, got 3 blocks, 2 steals. Just kind of doing everything for the Timberwolves, it seems. Then 36 game 3, 34 game 4.
Okay, so it was really just game
29 game 5.
It was just game 1. Because when there was another game that he shot horribly, but
he didn't make a 3 in game 5. 5 for 12. That's 3 he was tough.
Okay, yeah.
5 for 12 and then 3 for 11 in game 3.
Yeah, game 3 was bad. Okay, yeah.
Game 2 is just exactly what. That's his ceiling. That's what you could see on a nightly basis.
But he was good though. He was good for the most part.
Bro's only 21.
It was nice to see him. Yeah, no, he has a great future. He's a great young player. But I think it's funny. I watched a video. Shout out Andy Hoops. Anthony Edwards really came in and took the franchise spot from Cat.
100%.
Because Cat was supposed to be their guy. And like we said in the playoff, he not the best.
11 points the first game, 10 points the second game, 27.
Yeah, he had a bounce back game 3, cool.
17 game 4, 26 game 5.
Cool, but it was too late. It was too late. You can't start off the series and be ass like that. It was bad. The few of the games that I probably watched a couple of them. It was bad. I was just expecting more from Cat.
Yeah, it's like that stat that you keep showing, or like everyone you see on like Twitter when the Timberwolves were playing.
Yeah.
Was like that. Fuck, what am I trying to say? That one thing that the GMs answered. That was like, if you had to start,
it was Cat. Yeah, it was a couple years ago. It was Cat. Yeah.
If you had to start a franchise from the bottom, who would you pick?
Yeah.
It was like KD,
player,
LeBron, Steph, and then Cat was at like 67% or something.
Because people really thought, because I mean, Cat for modern day big, he was like that.
Mm-hmm.
We thought, but then, and then we thought like, oh, his team's just bad. But then like he gets a pretty competent team around him, he's still underperformed. So it's like, I think we gotta talk about it.
But there's someone else we gotta talk about in this series.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Well, let's just say Timberwolves, we didn't expect much from you.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah,
You're gone.
Didn't. I mean, it's cool if they won a game. I thought it was gonna be a sweep.
Yeah,
but
true.
They got a game. That's fun. Good for them.
But yeah, who cares? Because this man is tired of being disrespected.
He's tired of being disrespected. That's all Kenny Smith saying. Oh, is this bubble or is this like what's the score? Like I don't understand. I feel like Jamal has showed enough.
I'm talking about Jamal Murray.
Yes,
who had a amazing series, except for game 3 and 4. Not the best game.
That's okay. It happens. It happens.
But
happens to the best of us.
A 40-point game in game 2. A 35-point game in the closeout game on great efficiency, 12 for 23.
Beautiful efficiency.
Yeah, just people saying. That was like the first thing we talked about when he came over. Was like, you see that Kenny Smith?
Because I find it low-key disrespectful because like he just had like injuries, and I know injuries to a certain extent you have to factor them in, but like when he's been on, he's been on. So I'm like, 100%. I don't know why we're questioning Jamal Murray. Like I did for a little bit, but then I'm like, okay, sure, he showed out in the first season. Yeah. I mean, like I saw multiple clips of him because we did a couple of the TikTok videos, and there was one where he just cooks Rudy Gobert. Just I'm like, all right, yeah, so he's chilling. He's chilling.
Anyone who's I don't know. When I think of Jamal Murray, I think of possible all-star, great second choice.
Yeah.
And I think people still see him as he's growing or a role player, which I think is very disrespectful. And I know if anyone were to say that, which basically what Kenny did.
I think it's just Kenny. Like I don't know. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter too much, but it was just like that Kenny clip in specific. That I was like,
sus.
What's going on here?
Imposters. Sus.
I don't know if I've seen too much on on Twitter about him, but just like Kenny. I don't know why. It was just weird to me. It was just weird. It's weird. But the Nuggets are playing fantastic.
Yeah. Jokic had some Jokic games.
Yeah, Jokic was Jokicing. I mean,
game 4 and 5, points wise, was his best. 43 points in game 4. 28 in game 5 off 29 shooting. Bro missed 21 shots.
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
Just as nasty though. Sorry.
No, it definitely is nasty. And you don't think a player of his caliber that would happen. But
it did.
It happens. It definitely did. Well, there's another superstar that we'll get there.
Let's go to the 1 seed on the other side of the bracket.
Perfect. We're already getting there. Perfect. We're getting there.
The Bucks and Heat.
I mean, where do we start, man? I mean, shout out to the Heat and Jimmy Butler, man.
I think it's more just shout Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra being an all-time coach. Shout out to Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler. That's really about it. I thought it was going to be a tougher series after they lost Tyler Hero. Mm-hmm. It didn't happen though. It didn't happen. I know the Bucks didn't have Giannis for what was it, 2 games?
I think it was around 2. Yeah.
2. I think it was. Yeah. I think it's still funny that they have that.
Yeah, I know. I was just
dread Jimmy. But I want to talk about Giannis in the closing game. Shot, I believe, 23 free throws and only hit, I think, 10 of them. Not my superstar.
Why isn't Giannis getting MVP votes?
Yeah.
Why isn't Giannis getting MVP votes?
I mean, you could call Joel a free throw merchant, but he hits his.
Yeah.
He hits his. I don't care. You can call him a merchant, but he hits his. If Giannis hits 50%, like, just a little, just a couple more. That final, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just all time.
That closeout game looks a lot different.
It was bad.
Even though the Bucks already had blown a huge lead.
Yeah, they did. They blew a 16-point fourth quarter lead because Jimmy Butler and the Heat were like, okay, we're gonna start hitting shots now.
Best without looking, how many points did Jimmy Butler average in the Bucks series?
Average? Probably like 33 or something.
37.6.
37. Okay, it has
almost
to,
averaging 40 points in the series.
Which, I mean, makes sense. It makes sense. You see the all-time performances
against a pretty good defensive
good defense
team.
Yeah. Good
the
defense.
Bucks.
Yeah.
They just had no answer for Jimmy. I don't think anyone has an answer for Jimmy.
I don't think they do.
Considering, small spoiler, we won't say who the Heat beat today, because we'll get into it later.
Yeah, we will get into it later.
The Heat did win the first game of the semifinals. You know, no one can stop Jimmy Butler right now.
Hey. I'm not mad if Jimmy Butler goes on a nice little run here. Maybe we see him in the conference final. I don't know. We have to get past people first. But
Giannis played 3 games. Went 45% from the free throw line.
Yeah, that free throw line.
Didn't even have the highest amount of points per game. Chris Middleton had the most points per game.
Chris Middleton was not looking. I was watching a Beasles video and he said mid is in his name. So
you guys can't be surprised.
Chris Middleton. But I just Giannis, what are we doing here, man? What? I don't know, man. I knew it was over when he was settling for jump shots.
Yep.
He was settling for mid range. I was like, all right, he gave up. I don't understand. I don't know what happened. I do want to give my condolences to Mike Budenholzer's brother. I believe he passed away during the series.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
I seen that like a day or two ago on Twitter. But yeah, I believe he lost his brother during that series. So.
R.I.P. to Mr. Budenholzer.
Yeah, that could definitely, at that point it's bigger than basketball. Obviously, I saw people questioning his coaching, but when that is on your mind and to have to focus on basketball,
it's hard to keep something like that.
I don't know how you can really be like, oh, really, Mike? It's like, I'm losing a family member, especially that, like, a brother like that. That's...
It's tough for anyone to get, much less someone in a situation where they're expected to put it all aside and play a game for
just be like, all right,
a couple
now you
days.
just gotta focus on basketball. It's like, oh, okay.
And then you have Jimmy Butler running.
Yeah, he passed away before Game 4.
Damn, it is
so.
It's tough.
It's but I mean, they still, I understand coaching, but it's Giannis not being Giannis, sadly. Chris Middleton underperforming. I don't know.
I didn't hear much from Drew Holiday.
I don't know. And then I saw a thing with Drew Holiday. He's like he's considering retirement after this 2-year contract is up.
Jeez.
He said he's like, I've really considered it. He was on some podcast. He was like, I was talking to my wife about it or something. I don't know the exact quote, but he was like, I'm definitely considering retiring after that. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. How old is Drew Holiday? I'll say, like, mid-30s. But
yeah, I was going 32.
32.
I thought he was older.
He's at the same age as Harden. But, yeah, if you look up retirement, he said, I remember I saw him, again, Twitter, I believe. But I was like, damn, already? Because I feel like he's still a very good NBA player. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not like a team wouldn't want him. Even when he's older, like, he's still...
On the Point Forward podcast with Iggy and Evan Turner, a big Sixers podcast, apparently, with Iggy, Evan Turner, and Drew Holiday all together.
I'd love to see it. I'll take it.
Drew Holiday plans to retire when his contract is up in 2 years. Iggy says, when are you done? Drew says, are you serious after this contract? Are you serious about retiring? I feel very serious about it.
He's very serious, so... Might see a Sixer legend out the league in 2 years.
That's tough.
Which I think is weird because, again, I think he still has a large market for him. And I know teams would definitely pay for him, especially contending teams, as just a nice, just a decent point guard.
A solid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Solid bench point guard that plays good defense.
Yeah. And I know he just got, like, sunned by Jimmy Butler, but, like, you can't, like, nobody on the Bucks could stop Jimmy Butler, so... I don't think we can just blame Drew Holiday in specific, but he gets a little bit of the blame.
All right, let's go to the 2 seed in the West.
To see it in the West.
Which Bass called.
Grizzlies. They didn't get swept, but they lost.
Lakers in 6 games.
Lakers in 6, baby. The Grizzlies. I know John Morant went out. I don't know what game it was.
It was the same game Tyler Hero got hurt.
So I want to say like what, game 2 or?
I'm thinking game 2.
Has to be one of the earlier games, for sure. But he goes out. But then they won the game without him, I believe. So
I think you're right.
him not being there didn't really matter.
It was either the game that he went out or the game 3.
Yeah.
Like the game right after.
Yeah.
I think they won.
Well, like they won a game without John Morant being on the court, so it's like, okay, they still have a chance. But not. I don't know. Jared Jackson, he played phenomenally. I give him that. He played out of his mind, I think. I was watching the Through the Wire, or was it Through the Wire?
No, Joe got hurt game 1.
Ooh, okay, it was game 1. Okay.
It was game 2. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no.
Was the Xavier Tillman game.
Oh, the Xavier Tillman.
10
Xavier
for
Tillman.
13.
10 for 13.
13 boards.
It's probably when AD was still being a hoe.
Yeah, what did AD do that game? 4 for 14.
Bum.
9 boards.
He was a bum. Very sad. I mean, Anthony Davis, he brought it back later in the series, but he was going through stretches where it was just, oh my God, AD. Like, come on, do something, bro. Like, goddamn. Understand they have good defenders.
Yeah, game 5, 12 points, 4 for 13.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Closeout game wasn't even that crazy. 16 points, 6 for 9.
But their closeout game did not matter. The closeout game, they got blown out by 40. He didn't play the whole fourth. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure. Him and Braun were sitting basically the whole fourth, because I had that game on. They were sitting. But yeah, I think Dylan Brooks is probably out of the league, hopefully.
What a bum. What an absolute bum.
I just think it's funny, like, he didn't even want to talk to media. Like, you're a cornball for that, bro. You can't be a villain, and then, like, this happens, and then you just don't talk to the media.
Yeah, you literally just got clowned in front of the entire NBA world.
You can't get blown up by 40.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'd be like, no. But the videos were funny of him, like, walking, all the Lakers fans being like, oh. That was pretty hilarious. But it was a fun series.
Yeah, it really was.
It was a fun series. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Memphis, they did have a couple injuries. No Steven Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who else.
It looked like Jake LaRavia didn't play game 2. So
Big J, Jake LaRavia didn't.
That's tough.
But I think, more of an inside presence. Steven Adams, slightly bigger body than good old Tillman, but
really opens the floor for Java.
Yeah, I think the screens he's setting, big body screens, definitely opens up a different part of his game. Obviously, unfortunately, Ja got injured, and you can see when he came back. I mean, he had a great game when he came back. I'm pretty sure he went fucking dicko mode. Had like 20 points in the fourth. Bro literally took over that game. It was insane. But then you saw, like, in later games, he was, trying to shoot, but you could tell, obviously, like, his hand was, I forget which one it is, but it was, like, he couldn't shoot properly, it seemed as though. I was like, damn, okay, it just sucks. But yeah, the Lakers won. I mean, I know people are going to say whatever, they were hurt, injuries, but
it wasn't a bad showing.
Lakers
It wasn't
won.
a bad showing by the Lakers.
I don't think it was. I think it was quite well.
A solid showing by the Lakers that was helped by a really bad showing from the Grizz.
Yeah.
Unless your name isn't Xavier Tillman.
Yeah.
Because he was amazing.
He did what he could, but when the rest of the team is not doing anything, just tough. But it was a fun series, but yeah.
Let's head over
Go Lakers
to the Eastern Conference with the Celtics and Hawks. 2-7. I mean, it was a longer series than anyone anticipated.
I think anybody, yeah. I mean, the Hawks own Arena didn't think that they were going to push a Game 6, so I think it's funny. As a Sixers fan, I loved when Trae Young hit that 3 to win the game, because I was like, all right, they're going to play at least one more game, just more time for Joel Embiid. I mean, it still doesn't matter because he's doubtful, so he's not going to play.
Worse than they thought it was.
It's a lot worse, so I'm like, don't tell me he has, like, another fucking tear or something, or, like...
I don't know what I do.
Because what was it like? It was like 2 seasons ago when he had like the meniscus tear and he was playing off the meniscus. Like, that's why I
don't
say,
want it again.
and that's why I believe, as much as I love Joel, he has like 2 years left of this peak basketball before his body just starts deteriorating.
Yeah.
Starts going Greg Oden on him.
And it also didn't help when he came into the league. He was hurt.
Yeah, no, he's always been injury prone, which
always
very sucks. But it definitely has hampered his
suck.
career, especially during the playoffs. Because it's like every time something happens,
really feels
it
like
happens
it.
later
It
in the
fucking feels like
in the
it.
playoffs. It's always he's playing through injury or something happens. But I mean, it's part of the game, but it's still disappointing. Okay, talking about Celtics Hawks. I was just surprised that the Celtics. I think it's more so that the Hawks were better than I thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was.
Well, then you thought they were.
Well, no, yeah, than I thought. Yeah, because I genuinely thought the Celtics were going to come in there and just be like, okay, winning 5 or 4. John's doing a motion, so I'm going to let him explain what he said.
I was super
take.
right about the Hawks.
His take. I don't know exactly what John said, but...
It was during the Power Rankings episode, and I was like, I think the Hawks,
the
there's
Hawks.
something about the Hawks.
Yeah, I didn't believe in him.
I will take a 6-game series against the Celtics as a dub for that take.
Oh, no, I would say so. I would say so. Not in general for the Hawks, but for that take, yeah, W, because I don't think anybody had them. They're
going 6.
Well, the Hawks got something, because they underperformed for me this whole season. You know, the duo of DeJounte and Trey just wasn't hitting the same as I thought it. But there were stretches in games where they were going off. They'd be hitting shots. It was good, but
There's just the Trey Young effect of just he's gonna be hot, but then he's gonna be super cold,
really
and then
bad. Yeah,
like
yeah.
for the series, taking 9 shots a game and only making 3 of them. 33% from 3. The way, just the amount that
Trey. Yeah,
he's taking.
but that's kind of like the kind of player he is, though. He's a double-edged sword.
I just don't like.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't like it either.
Side.
I don't like it either. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because I like it because he'll keep shooting even if it's. So I respect him for that. Because what did Deion Waiters say? I'd rather go 0-27 than 0-9 because that means I didn't lose my mentality and I kept shooting. He says some shit like that, but I like the merit behind it because it's like.
No, I get that.
He doesn't get flustered and then he's a shot. I'm iced way.
It's interesting because like coming from 2 Sixers fans that talk about AI is the definition of
yeah.
But my counterpoint to that is the Hawks team could run laps around the other. If you take Trey Young and Allen Iverson off both those teams and have them play against each other on like a time machine. The Hawks are killing those Sixers.
Say, that Sixers team is doing nothing.
Aaron McKee's not doing anything.
I mean, he's going to try his best. Because he's definitely going to be like the main ball handler in that situation.
Fucking Todd McCullough. He's not doing anything. Tall white guy. Fucking the other tall white guy.
Well, I don't know. If tall white guy does he play power forward? Because if he's going to be guarding John Collins, then
it's
who played power forward for that team? Is it like
I can picture him. I just cannot remember the name.
Was his name like Theo or no?
No, Theo Ratliff was traded
that was later.
beforehand. Oh my god, I can picture his face. I cannot remember.
No, I forget his name.
Alright, the man I was talking about was Matt Geiger.
Matt Geiger.
The other tall white guy. Greg Lynch played some. Jerome Jones. Tyrone Hill.
Okay, that's who I was thinking
of.
I was thinking of Tyrone Hill.
Yeah. Tyrone Hill's not doing nothing against John Collins.
Yeah, but it's also John Collins, so I'm not like super scared.
Yeah.
With the Dikembe and Clay Capella matchup, that could be fun. All they would be doing is just boarding.
I mean, boarding and blocking each other a bunch.
I mean, but it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
But the main point is the Hawks would clean house.
Yeah, I mean, if we to look at supporting cast-wise, yeah.
So, which means Trey should have the ability to pass and allow other people to score more and not be so ball-centric and throw up 9 threes a game when he's just not making them.
But I feel like that's just like part of coaching as well. Maybe the coaches step in and be like, hey, Quinn Snyder has to be like, hey, Trey,
I think that's...
Maybe you don't do that.
I mean, what happened with Nate McMillan before that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's out of there. I think he may have tried that, and I think he just was like, no.
But that's like the type of player Trae Young is, so it's like I feel like it's hard to have a offense centered around him. When he can be very good at distributing the ball, but then there's times where he just is going to.
I think
take
he
shots.
needs to change up his game, or his luster is going to end up. I don't know. Just his.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're far off.
No,
because he doesn't play any defense. He's undersized as hell, so he gets bullied everywhere defensively. And if he's not hitting shots,
what is he?
I don't know. He's not doing much. He's he's a cone on defense. I'm not sure. He'll hit the occasional. I mean, like when he plays good, he plays great, but it's. I don't know. You traded Luka Doncic for him. That's all I'm gonna say. I know people said. I think it was funny. Like after the Hawks made the conference finals that year, people were like, "Oh, this even trade. This is the best trade. This is the most evenest trade."
And I just in the world, bro.
I know the Mavericks didn't make the playoffs this year, so it's like, Bass, what are you talking about? But
in a vacuum, Luka and Trae.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Like you're gonna tell me straight faced that? Oh no, I want Trae. Unless you're like from Atlanta and love the Hawks. I could maybe understand, or you're just a big Trae Young guy, but like, you can't look me in the face and be like, "No, Bass, I would take current day Trae Young over Luka."
I mean, if you do, tell us why.
Yeah, I mean, please give me an explanation. I don't know. I mean, I can see his positives, but like for me, his negatives outweigh, and I mean, the way his team played, I think supports that theory. So just weird.
3 seed in the West, it is the Kings and the Warriors.
It sadly just ended.
Game ended today off an insane game from Steph.
Yeah, off of a Steph 50-pointer. So,
in front of Sacramento fans.
Yeah, tough. They couldn't light the beam tonight. No beam. The beam ran out of battery.
Yeah.
Tough scene for them.
I mean...
Tough scene. I wanted them to go to Sacramento. I wanted to, but nope.
I was telling Bassis yesterday of just how weird it is how our opinions of the Kings have completely
swapped.
Changed. Yeah. Of my pure hatred. Bass's quiet hatred, because he only had him like 2 points ahead of me in the power
but like
rankings.
I didn't think. I don't know. You hated it more than I didn't have that hatred. I was like, I just don't think they're gonna be that good of a team. John was like, no, fuck this whole franchise and everything that they've done.
Which
was understandable.
But then for us to be like, man,
they
the Kings fucking lost Game 7.
It was just fun. It was just fun. They were a big underdog. Even though they were either 3 seed, they were the higher seed, they were still like a quote-unquote underdog.
But it looked good in the first couple of games.
Yeah, no, they played great.
2-0.
Yeah, I really thought that they were going to be able to get that done. But they didn't. Sadly. Very sad to see.
Snuck out a Game 1 victory, won convincingly Game 2. Warriors won convincingly Game 3. Warriors snuck out a game in Game 4.
Yeah, they did, because Harrison Barnes doesn't know how to shoot the ball properly.
Then Warriors 5, Kings 6. And then a 20-point win from the Warriors in Game 7.
Yeah.
50 points from Steph, like we said.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but like, that's an all-time great having an all-time performance. Yeah. It's like,
I
don't know what you can do. And like, De'Aaron Fox didn't shoot well. Efficiency, it was just.
Yeah, the combination of both of those.
You're a star point guard not shooting well, but their star point guard going for 50. It's like, it's not.
38 shots taken from Steph, 20 made, 7 for 18 from 3, which is still basically at 39%, which is still...
I know it's a high volume, but it's still good quality.
And when you have Kevon Looney down there in the block, getting another 20 boards again.
I'm down for him.
You can keep shooting because Kevon's going to grab those boards and kicking them back out.
And again, I'm okay with Steph. Steph Curry can shoot as many times as he wants. Go ahead, man. Go off. I do not care. But overall, I think it was a fun series. Wish the Kings could have pulled it out, but I think definitely lack of experience. I feel Kevon there. They've been there before. So
100%. Kevon Looney averaged 15 boards
this year.
from just that series alone.
What a board monster, man. Shit's insane, man. He had 4 points and 20 rebounds on 420. I thought that was I love that. I thought it was very funny.
But it's tough for. I mean, Sabonis is choking.
Sabonis had a bad, oh man.
16.5 points. Third on the team by Malik Monk. Malik Monk's outscoring Sabonis.
Shout out Malik Monk. Malik Monk had himself a series. Malik Monk had himself a career year, I would say. He had a great fucking year. I hope wherever... I don't know if he's up for a contract soon or something, but that boy deserves to get paid.
I feel like he's there for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Still only 25 also.
Which is crazy. I don't know. Malik Monk is a guy that seems like he'd be like 27, 28 for me. But still being 25 and having his best career right now, I'm like, okay. There's a lot of bright spots for the Kings, I think.
I'm gonna look up Malik Monk.
Yeah, no, because they don't have it on NBA.com for some reason. Or maybe they do. It's just hidden through several different...
He's got another year after this.
No, he has another year. Okay.
9 mil both years.
Okay. So
which is kind of a steal for the Kings.
It is kind of a steal for what he's had. Yeah. We'll see if he has another career next year. But getting ahead of ourselves.
But yeah, just frustrating if you're a Kings fan. Actually, this season's not frustrating at all.
Yeah, I don't think as a Kings fan you don't find it frustrating because you're a top 3 seed, and you took. I mean, it's weird to say you took the defending champs to 7. So, yeah. I mean, I know the Warriors are not that good, but you could still say they took the defending champs to 7. So
we almost beat the defending champs.
I mean, as a Kings fan, tough that you got bounced first round. But again, I think overall, and I feel like the Kings have more of like. I don't know. They actually have like a soul again.
There's a culture.
They've actually built a culture with like the beam and everything, and it's like, no, it's just nice to see because they were a team that never really had like a diehard fan base that you could like feel. Mm-hmm. But like now I'm like, oh, okay, you can actually feel that like people actually fuck with this team.
The pure energy in the arena when they're playing is very different, basically to any other team, and in comparison to past years for the Kings.
I just shout out the Kings. Shout out Mike Brown. I mean, it's
disappointing you lost Game 7, but you're not disappointed of what this team could be going forward.
And also, it's just good. You get guys that like never had really seen the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a little experience. It's just nice that you have some playoff experience now.
Especially with a Game 7 against defending champs.
You guys Game 7, so
that's an experience not a lot of people can have.
Yeah. And also you witnessed Steph dropping 50 on your head, so it's like you can, I remember that. And then
know how bad that shit feels.
Yeah, exactly. So you can be like, oh, okay, and then maybe learn how to combat that. But I don't know really if you could combat Steph Curry.
Yeah,
when he's hot, he's hot. I don't really know what to say.
When you have Mike Brown as coach, who knows? He might cook something up in the coaching stew.
Yeah. You never know.
Let's go East Side. With your Philadelphia 76ers.
Us taking care of business.
Also, I would like to... I'm going to peel back the curtain a little bit. There's a ad that comes on 97.5, The Fanatic.
The Fanatic, shout out them.
When you're listening to the Sixers, there's this guy, and he's talking... what is it? It's either a dentist or it's a car.
Yeah.
And he must be in some way connected to the Sixers, either as like an announcer or something. Because he talks really fast. He's like,
okay.
I'm with your Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my God. It's housing. It's housing.
He's just housing, okay.
It's Hauser.
It's Hauser. Okay.
It's I don't know. They do something with the houses.
Yeah, something with housing Hausers.
They're on the fast break to change. That's a direct quote. He says fast break in the ad.
They're on a fast break. But
in the ad, he goes, your Philadelphia 76ers. He says it exactly like that, I've always done it.
Hell yeah. Shout out whoever that guy is. But yeah, we sweep the Nets. Yeah, I'm just excited. I don't know. I'm just happy that we swept. Only team to do it. Just gonna say that. Only team to do it. But I was a little concerned. Game 3 when James Harden went out with the stupid, flagrant because he poked him in the balls or something. Whatever that was. I think it's stupid that he got thrown out the game. But we dubbed out that game, and then Joel not playing game 4. I was like, okay, well, maybe it'll just go to 5 because we're probably gonna lose game 4. But no, it was fine. It was slightly close, but we dubbed out. So I'm glad we took care of business on our end, and yeah, Damian Lillard to the Nets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fuck, I can't find it. Next time I'm listening to it and I find it, I will like pull the car over.
Just try to immediately start recording.
But yeah, it's the series. Other than the Joel injury, could not have gone any better. 4-0, and the addition of the 6-game series, Celtics Hawks, giving us a little bit time.
Yeah, a little extra time to get some time off for James Harden to slap a guy in Las Vegas.
I hope that gives him. He's like, I can slap the shit out of anyone.
I hope so, because I don't know. He had good games in the series, but he also had his classic Harden game. So I was like, I don't know. Because like game 1, he was just like stepping back. I was like, oh my god, it's Houston Harden. And then he just reverted back, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot whatever horrible from 3.
But it's not preferred that we're playing the Celtics.
No, obviously not. But it happens. That's what happens when you don't get. But like we would have. I don't know.
Because they have owned us in the past.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find what's our record against them recently.
I know it's not. It's definitely not good. I mean, Joel said it himself. There's no rivalry because they kick our ass. Yeah,
it was a 3-1 the last season. This season, the regular season.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. As much as I wanted to, I can't. I mean, playoffs is just a different atmosphere.
We looked good in that game we won, though.
That's fine, but they've always had our number. So until the Sixers come out and show me something different, as much as I love the Sixers, it's tough. It's tough. All right, let's talk about my Clippers, the 4-5 matchup.
What happened?
I'm gonna be that guy. I know. I don't even know. I really don't even know if I want to be that guy because it's just annoying.
I think you have permission.
Because it's just with the Clippers. It's just every time it's like ever since they got Kawhi and PG, it's just been health. It's just health every single time, and then we're doing fine, and then like a couple weeks before playoffs, Paul George decides to fuck up his knee or whatever, so he's out till. Oh, he'll come back for the semifinals. It's like, we're not getting past the first round, guys. And then Kawhi goes crazy for, the first 2 games? And he's out for the rest of the series?
Yep.
And then he has a torn meniscus, it turns out. So I'm like, holy fuck, you're playing on a torn meniscus? But I'm like...
Holy fucking fuck.
But I'm like, Joel did that 2 years... So I'm like, I know it's bad. I know it's, good for you. But I'm like, damn, again? That's really all it is. I don't know. There were games where they struggled to beat a Kawhi-less Paul George.
No,
so
yeah.
What I took from this series as a Clippers fan was, I still don't trust these Suns.
No, they definitely have some.
And the way they played Game 1 against the Nuggets, I don't know. Kevin Wayne Durant might be a fraud. I don't know. KD, I really want you to prove me wrong. I do. I'd love to see you in the finals, but.
Did drop 29 today. Though.
I understand. KD's gonna KD. But DeAndre Ayton, I don't know if you saw the clips of him being a bitch. Like, no, god damn. There was literally a play where, I forget, but it was somebody else. I forget their other big man on the team. Maybe it was Kevin Durant down there.
Bismack Biyombo.
Maybe it was Bismack. But he was just under the hoop, and then I forget what Nuggets player was fighting for the board, but he was just not doing anything. He was just standing back and letting his teammates, and his teammates were obviously struggling as he just watched them get outboarded and then didn't do anything. I'm like, dude, you're 7 feet tall. Go grab a board.
Just do something.
It was gross, but that was that. But yeah, I mean, we lost 4-1. We got gentlemen sweeps. I don't really know what else to say. Norman Powell played his ass off. He did what he could. I know Russell Westbrook had a couple of Russell Westbrook games, but overall I think he played great. He did what he could.
Yeah, from what I saw of it, Russ didn't look that.
Yeah, I mean there were times where he would pull up and just take a contested mid range or try to drive to the hoop and be mad that he didn't get the foul.
That's what you're gonna get if you have Russ on your team.
Yeah,
you
but like
expect it.
I would say overall, like him coming from the Lakers and playing for the Clippers, he's played. I mean, I said this already, but he's played much better on the Clippers.
100%.
10 times better. So I'm just interested to see where he goes this offseason. What team's looking for him? Is he going to come back to the Clippers? And also, what is the contract looking like?
And what are GMs going to believe? They're going to believe the beginning of the season where he was terrible, or the end of the season where he was trying his best to push the Clippers over the Suns.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what GMs value more. I think probably the consistency of the whole regular season. But then it's all, he played really good in the playoffs, so when it mattered. So it's like, But I feel like that's the type of player Russ is, though.
Yeah.
Like, you ever see that graph where it's like, oh my god, he's ass. Woo! And then he's like really bad, like that. It's like, it was one of those, but for Westbrook, and it was like, okay, and then like ass, and then like the best player of all time right before the playoffs, and then like, oh, okay, I went back to the playoffs. But it's like, I don't know, he played pretty, for Russ standards, pretty great. Pretty great. But yeah, the Suns, I don't know. Those games were a little bit too close for me when they had no Kawhi and PG. I was like, y'all barely beat it. I don't know. Pipe down, Suns fans, is all I have to say.
All right, Bess. Well, let's do what we did last time and give some bold predictions for these semifinals.
John, we didn't do the Cavs next, John. I know you don't want to
we completely forgot about that. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck.
Well, we just did the 4-5 matchup in the West. I was not gonna let you not talk about the Knicks going crazy on your Cavs, John. And also, John has to do spelling salts because they lost. And I made John buy a signed Kevin Knox card because he lost.
Yeah, they have a signed Kevin Knox card in my possession.
Because he really thought the Cavs were going to go crazy. I thought they were too. I think they fooled everybody, and the lights were too bright. Quote Jared Allen.
They definitely were. I don't know what happened.
Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland, though.
He had some okay.
But then he had games where he was ass. Because I remember doing a TikTok on him. He was really bad that one. I was like, oh my god, dude.
But Mitchell, 23 points a game, though? That's not even...
Okay, I guess he didn't Donovan Mitchell then. My bad.
43%. I mean, everyone was kind of low from the field.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Mitchell only 23. Garland had 20.
Yeah.
Your boy Karis LeVert had 15, which... That's not a bad showing.
It's actually
from LeVert.
really good for him. So honestly, W take by Bass.
I would agree.
15 for Gary. I would have said maybe 10.
But yeah, Mobley and Jared Allen less than 10 points, but not even showing up that much defensively.
Not even boarding. Mitchell Robinson was boarding the fuck out of them.
Yeah, Mobley had 10, but Jared Allen was 7.
7 for Jared Allen? Really?
Jared Allen had 1 block a game with Mobley 1.2. Like, who are these guys? These are not the players that we saw in the regular season.
I mean, that's why. Hey, he said it himself. The lights were too bright.
They definitely were.
But Jared Allen has seen the playoffs before, hasn't he?
Did that Nets team
wasn't he on that Nets team? Or was he not?
Thought he was.
Thought he was on that Nets team. Could be wrong. But I thought he's had, like, some type of playoff before. I thought he did. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe he wasn't on that team that made the playoffs, but I don't know. I'm just surprised. I honestly, when I made that bet with John, I thought it was going to go to a 7-game series. I thought it was going to be a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, and you could hear in that video how I was like 100% confident that the Cavs, there was just a fluke in the game. But it would be either one game or 2 games in. Because I think the Cavs won game 2. And then I was like, see, we already won. Like, it's back to 1-1. Yeah, Cavs won game 2. And the Knicks won by 4 in game 1. The Cavs won by 17 in game 2, and I was like, all right, game 1 was just a fluke.
John thought they were about to do something.
And then the Cavs scored 79 points after that in game 3.
Yeah, clamped.
Did not score 100 points that series after that.
And Julius Randle wasn't even there for like a game or 2, right?
It looks like he was all there.
I thought he was out for a game.
He may have left early.
Yeah, he left early. I remember seeing something that he left early. Something. thought he had not played the. Maybe he did, and just I know he left.
There's like 30 things on here. No, why is it like that? It does look like he was hurt.
Yeah, because he was out game 1 against the Heat, so. Would assume.
But that still goes to your fact that I'm not full health. Julius Randle.
He only played
and he still
16 minutes in the final game against them. And y'all still got clapped.
Not even close.
He played minutes. It was the final game. So honestly, that's even a worse excuse for y'all. And he had 7 points in game, 4, 5, or no? Yeah, game 4, 3-10, 7 points. Trash game by Orange Julius.
But it didn't even matter because
it didn't matter because the Cavs just couldn't do anything. Disappointing showing though. Disappointing showing. I thought.
Wait, what game did you just say?
It was game 4, I think.
Yeah, game 3 went 3 for 15.
Yeah.
11 points.
So yeah, he's
2 for 10 from 3.
Yeah.
Like Julius Randle was not a factor in this series.
It was not that good. It was mainly Jalen Brunson doing Jalen Brunson things, which is nice to see.
Archie Barrett didn't look too bad.
Yeah, no, Archie Barrett. The one game he hit mad threes. He's efficient for his standards.
All right, guys. So I will get those smelling salts because I have to do them twice. I'll probably do it at the end of the week.
Alright, that works.
We'll do it.
Yeah, whenever. Get that out eventually.
Alright, now, since Bess had to bring up the Cavs next, Bess, do you have any...
We had to talk about my Clippers getting cooked, so we had to talk about your Cavs. Yeah. Not even your Cavs, you just max the bet.
Just like the Cavs.
Yeah, you just like the Cavs, yeah.
Any... So let's do 2 bold predictions on each side. Doesn't have to be series, like... Oh, the Nuggets are gonna gentlemen sweep the Nuggets or whatever.
That's what I was gonna say though.
Okay, you can do that.
Nuggets in 5.
Okay.
That'd be crazy. Cause I don't see that. I see that probably going. I would like to see it go 7 games, but I don't know.
I'll do the other side. I'll say the Lakers. They continue this hot streak. I think it's either a sweep or 4-1 to the Warriors.
Okay, I like that. I like that bold prediction.
Because Kings, if you look at what we were talking about with Sabonis, he really was not that involved. Put AD there.
Put AD there.
I know he's cold.
But that's what I need. I need AD to be AD. If AD can be AD, if he can be AD this whole series, I would say I would say gentleman sweep. I think it happens. But if he's not AD, which most likely, I think this is probably a 6-7 game series.
Right.
But I do think the Lakers win. I do think the Lakers win.
So we both have Nuggets,
Lakers, in the conference finals. I'm good with that. I like that. I think the Suns are frauds. I'm gonna say it here right now. I think the Suns are frauds. I hope they prove me wrong, but right now I think they're frauds, and it's still working.
Bass. I'll triple it. I'll add another smelling salt. If the Knicks make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think the Heat.
Yeah, I'm not taking that bet.
Come on, man.
I'm not taking that.
Come on.
Because I think the Heat are gonna win, so I can't take the.
Okay.
Especially with especially them already losing game 1. Julius Randle was out. I don't know what's up with him.
They were in New York too.
Yeah, so I mean, I know it was like relatively close, right?
I think so.
I think it was within like a couple few
5
points.
or 6.
Yeah, it was like something like that. But I can't do that, John. I think the Heat
108 to 101.
Yeah, I think the Heat sweep. Yeah, I'll say it. I think the Heat
not
sweep.
even that crazy on it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like 5 or 6 games.
Nah, I think the Heat sweep.
Alright.
John, they just beat the fucking Bucks in
The Bucks
5.
just straight up didn't look good.
I don't care though.
The Knicks look too good.
I know, but I think this is where their Cinderella story ends.
I think it goes 5, 6, or possibly even 7. I would not be surprised if this one's 7.
Okay, yeah. That's just my hot take though. I think it there's a potential it could go 7, but realistically, I think that he'd get it done and then sweep. Yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll stand on sweep because I can't say just gentlemen. Ooh, 6. That's not really a hot take.
Celtics Sixers pass.
Yeah.
Your Philadelphia 76ers.
I mean, no Joel for game one. I think hinders
win.
us. Hinders us a lot. That's John's hot take. That we win game one. That's the hot take. That's a perfectly fine hot take.
And Sixers and 7.
6 and 7.
And then 5-game series against the Heat. We're going to the.
Oh, you really think we're that good against the Heat? Well, it's not like Bam Adebayo is going to do anything to Joel. So, and honestly, Paul Reed, I think I'll take him.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. My Sixer bias would be showing, but
Bam Adebayo and Paul Reed are almost the same player.
I mean, they're damn
Send
near.
this to all your Heat.
If he keeps playing the way he keeps playing, I don't know.
Send this to all your Heat fans. Bam Adebayo
It is a bum.
is worse than Paul Reed.
Yeah, Paul Reed greater than,
Mhm.
not equal to.
No, not even close.
He's just greater than Bam.
It's like
until
70-30 Paul
Bam,
Reed side.
until Bam shows me that he can hit shots consistently and like be the Bam Adebayo that I know he can be. Nah, I need that Paul Reed. I need that energy off the bench, Paul Reed. I need it. Well, he won't be off the bench, but you know what I mean.
I'm proud that you've joined my side on the Bam
Which,
debate.
because I was watching the first round series, and I don't. Let me see. Can we see what Bam averaged during that series? Because I can't imagine it was. And maybe the points will
I
be
think
different.
it was like 17.
Yep. Yeah, 17.
Really? I was right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I don't know.
Thanks, Bass. I also
No,
accidentally
it
clicked on the
was,
Knicks series.
Actually, it was 17. It was 17.4. Yeah. 17 and 8 on. Obviously, he doesn't shoot on 46%.
Barf.
I don't know, I'm gonna, if I can go to Bam. Why is the app so ass, bro?
What do you need?
I just wanted to see Bam's get per like his stats per the playoffs
All right, I got him right
because
here.
I know it was not good.
18 points, 12 points, 15, 20, 16.
Yeah, like what?
5 boards, 11, 8, 10, 8.
Like, can we talk about the efficiency
Yeah,
on some of them? I mean, okay, cool. There's a 4 of 10 game, 40%, but then he follows it up with a 6 of 16, and then an 8 of 20. And again, I know it's 40%.
Who's letting this man shoot 20 shots?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, he's hitting his free throws. I'll give him that, but he's not going to the line that much. But just underwhelming for me, man. I don't know. You score only, 12 points. You followed up with a 15. You have a decent game, 20 and... What do you have? 20 and what? 20 and 10? Okay, cool.
Right, so...
But I don't know. There were times... I mean, he did show up in the overtime. Because he had, like, 2 putback dunks. He was going crazy. But there are times where he's just, like, settling for mid-ranges, and then, like, he'd hit one, but then brick the next 2. I'm just confused. I'm just confused. I think I've converted because I kept believing that I was like, no, like I know what Bam can do. Like I know he can be a great player. He just isn't showing it to me, which is like, what the fuck? And what did he have in this game 1 against the what did he have?
-3 points.
He had 16 and 8.
Barf. Boring.
On 7 of 13, decent. Okay, that's decent efficiency.
Right,
I can't hate on that.
No Tyler Hero, no Victor Oladipo. Bam needs to be.
Yeah, I need him. The fact that not to shit on Gabe Vincent, but the fact that Gabe Vincent had more points than you. Come on, man. Good big booty Kyle Lowry. Oh no, not efficiency wise. My bad. Shot 5 of 12, but he had 18. He hit 50% of his threes. So.
That's what you need from those veteran guys. Is a couple solid games every once in a while.
But you need Bam to step up if you want to, go deep in the playoffs, essentially. So.
Yes. Any closing statements?
I still never said what I think the Sixers and Celtics.
Oh shit! Yeah. What does he think?
Nah, I think. I don't know.
He wants to say Sixers, but he knows it's not
I
true.
know. That's literally what I'm thinking. I'm like, I want to say Sixers and 7, but realistically, I think it's like Celtics in like 5 or 6.
Realistically.
I'd be happy if we steal a game or two. But, realistically, no game one. Yeah. Another year, another second-round exit. That's what the Sixers do.
There's our calling card.
Can we check how many years Doc Rivers has left on his coaching contract? Because maybe that's the only positive thing we can lead off on is maybe a new coach. But I have a feeling he's probably locked down for a minute.
Next year and the year after.
Okay, so we still have 2 more years of him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not really a positive. That's not really a positive to leave the episode on.
Not particularly.
Damn. Okay.
Everything.
That just kind of hampers. But I am excited. Game 1 for the Sixers and Celtics is tomorrow, so it'll be fun.
Definitely gotta find a way to watch it.
Yeah. Stream East. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't use it. It's all alleged. I don't know. I just see people on Twitter allegedly using it. I've never. That's why it's all alleged. But yeah, game 2 of Suns Nuggets. We'll see if the Suns are frauds once again, and
or are they frogs?
They could be frogs, because who else? 14 points by DeAndre Ayton, 14 and 7.
Barf.
I understand Chris Paul he's old, so but 1 of 5 of 3. Yeah, Chris Paul's not been able to hit his threes.
Yeah.
At all.
I've not seen him
even in the first series. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It was just weird. He just wasn't. Yeah, 0 of 1, 1 of 8, and then he had a 3 of 6, 3 of 6, and then he had a 1 of 5.
Barf.
Oh, what?
Bartholomew.
But I remember when he shot that 1 of 8, and I was like, bro, because they were just leaving him open, and I'm like, Chris Paul is not that bad of a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I'm confused because what is his season stats? What did he shoot from 3 this year? Ooh, yeah, 32% this year. What happened?
Those
I
old
guess he's
knees,
just
he can't
old.
get
Yeah,
enough.
but then there's a time where in 2018, 2019, he shot 27%. Maybe he didn't play that many. He played 11 games.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
Yeah, if I had to guess.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Weird.
Guys. Closing statements?
No, I don't think so. Just go Sixers.
Let's go Sixers, everyone. Enjoy.
Suns are a fraud.
Enjoyed some playoff basketball. While you're at it.
Just enjoy the
Enjoy some Bass and Berg content.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for 40 episodes of the Bass and
Yes,
Berg
sir.
podcast.
We appreciate it, guys.
We'll keep coming at you.
Yes, sir. Keep
bigger and
the
better.
content up. Yes, that is the end goal, guys.
But thank you for watching, guys.
Yes, sir.
See you next pod.
We out. Peace.